So today we are going to see a little straight kind of environment, and you want to add a kind of different, like a character. You want to tell a story kind of it, like no man in the world. So how it will be looking like the streets and everything, or the forest, or any kind of that you can to be created. But you must need to portray some story on it. Okay. So you'll see how you can create a kind of simple environment like a kind of street at the foggy kind of night street. I'm going to take the new level with the empty because I don't require the lighting now. Okay, so let us save my map and let's create a new folder. Name it as Night Street, for example. Let's create a new folder, Maps. Okay, and save it. Street one, for example. Okay, so this is a map that I have, and I want to take the modeling tools and let me go for a model with the box. Let's click on the box over here. Okay, so the street size maybe the 600, 700 or the 800 of the width that you can still be take it, or this small street, the narrow street that you want to be taking, you just go for the 300 or the 400. So let me make this to be the double way. For example, the concept that I'm taking this is a kind of road that I have. That's a normal road that's looking like. Okay. So let me make this first. Okay. Okay. 700, and the depth I'm going to take this as a 1500 or something, and this height is going to be the 50 or 30. I may used to take it off. Okay. So you want to make it a little longer? Yes, you can go for it. Okay. So where you have here. Okay. Let me make this to the 5000. Okay. And make it accept. Okay. Then we have the sidewalk. I want to be added. I just want to create the another one. So for the side path, let's add a little here. Okay. So let me make this to 40 or something. Okay. Now I want to make this to the half of it. Let me make this to 300 or 400. Okay, again it's to place it over here. Okay, like this. Accept. The same. I just want to duplicate over here. Okay, simply where you can still create the kind of road. Are you getting this right? So if you want to make it a duplicate in the other way, so you can also make it duplicate the things. Okay, so let's duplicate it. Before that, I just want to apply some material. Okay, so let's go into our pixel bridge and find the surfaces and go for the asphalt. Let's see. So you want to make it a kind of abandoned, or you want to make that a kind of doorway arcs, so you just want to make it a roughen kind of style. So you should select it whatever the style of the material that you want to from here. Okay. So or it's a clean path that you want to. You can also use to take it. So let me make this a little roughen. It's a kind of abandoned or something that you want to. Okay. So go for anything that you like. Or you want to mix it two different things or the three different things, you can also mix it with the word explaining how you want to done in the previously. Okay. So along with this, I just want to find some sidewalk. So we have a lot of different materials and everything here. So for the thing that you like it, you can still be taking. Or else you want to add the kind of mossy kind of it, you can find the mossy kind of it or the kind of more depth or something. So you can still be take it off. Okay, just see it. So let's add this one. Let's go into our locals. So there you can see. So let's add the first asphalt here. So let's drag and drop here. So there you can see, but it's a kind of rotation is little off. Okay. So and the scaling also it is a little weird. So I just want to make it scale and the rotation. Here you can see the tiling in the rotation. Okay. So let me make the rotation. So how I make this to be rotate in this direction? So is the point 25. So where it is going to be little adjusted and go for the tiling here. So let me make this to 5 by 5. Okay. Or 10 by 10. And after that we just used to be adjust this offset to the 5 8 by 8. Okay, so let me like this. I just want to, for this, I want to use to take this one. Let's add this. Okay, so just drag and drop. So for this also, for this I just want to create my own material because I want to add some depth for the displacement and everything. But for this we are not able to generate the displacement, I think. So let me check it out. Create your own material, okay, and you can use to be applied. Okay, so as you know how you can use to be do it, right? So and underscore sidewalk, for example, open this, and if you want to enable and you want to be in work it, so you must need to enable the tessellation in your project settings. Okay, let us check before just add this all here. Okay, so as well as just normal. So let's connect this to the base color and so R is going to the ambient occlusion and green is going to the roughness and normal to normal. And here we have in the blue we have the displacement. So we just used to enable this by using the tessellation to enable here. So enable tessellation where you can get your displacement option is going to be enabled for you. Okay. So that you can use to, and after that I want to add some padding. So view and click where you have the texture coordinates is going to be open. So let's close this. And then use the multiply and promote this to the parameter and as a UV scale. Okay. So you want to adjust the different scaling. So you and we are the separate. So where you can use a rename it U scale and V scale. Okay. If you want to add the two channels, which is the node that you can use append vector. Okay, so it's the append vector to add the two different channels over here. So then you can just add for all your textures. Let us save it. So if you want to add the kind of tessellation, okay, you must need to add the mesh for it, right? We require the high density for the mesh. So let's go for the, you're already in the modeling mode. Let's go for the mesh and remesh. So just want to go to the wireframe. There you can see the, I just want to make a little more, for example. Okay, so let me accept so that you can see it is going to be applied. So for this also you want to apply some mesh. So you just want to add some products or something in the later. You can also add it the mesh for this. Okay, so let's accept that. So go into the lit. Can used to be see when if you are going to the another mode and come back to the lit mode, you can used to be see because there is no light. If you want to work, just go for the unlit. So now I just want to take my material here. So let me make this to be right click and create material instance. Mi sidewalk. Okay, open this. Before that, I just want to apply this one for this too. Okay. So here we have the UV scale. So just used to check it out what is going to be works. So let's add the some 10 by 10. So if you want to more, so you just increase it how many things that you want to, like this. Okay. So now if I just want to add some kind of bumpiness to my texture, so it's a kind of depth over here. Okay. So for this, I just want to go for select your mesh first. and find it, right click here, and make this nanite enable. Okay, so we just used to enable the nanite. Okay, so that's going to be enable the nanite for us. Okay, so if you double click and if you want to check the nanite is enabled or not, there you can see nanite is enabled for you. Is it clear? Okay, so instead of open and applying it, you just right click and you can apply the nanite directly for your asset. Okay, so then I just want to check it out, is the displacement is working or not. Let's go into the material and find the advanced material property overrides. There is a enable tessellation, okay, displacement scaling, magnitude, make it 50 or something. So there you can see here a little depth that you can easily see it. Let me add the light, then you can easily understand what's going on here. Let me go for the point right, for example, and go to the left. You see that? The depth that you can easily see here. So in the previous way, there is no depth kind of effect. So if I double click here, and just fine. So by default, it will be like this. Okay. So by default, so if you want to add the more depth for your like a bumpiness to your mesh or something using your tessellations, okay. So you can use to be increase this value. Okay. So make it 20. So there you can see it is little extruding to the using the texture maps. So that's fine for me. Let's go and check it out. Okay. Find some assets from the fab. Let's go for unlit and go to window and find the fab. Create props, straight assets, or props, whatever you want to. So and make this price to be the free. So here we have the Mega Street Prop Pack. So if you want to use it, or Modern Street Prop Pack that you want to be using, which one that you like, you need to be use it off. Okay, so there's a different assets and everything that you can usually see over here, like stoppers and everything, and add to project. It's added for you. Is it? Yeah, there's a street props and there's a blueprints that you can usually see here. There's a lights and everything here. So let's drag and drop and go for the like mode. There you can see the fall of the light that you can usually see, but there is a no bounce light to coming from the top because we just require the kind of light also, right? So we'll see it later. So this is a simple light that you can usually see here. So or else it is only the scene that you want to be created, the like a prop or the character or something that you want to place it with all the fog and everything. Let's go for the visual effects. And there's an exponential height fog. So there's going to be added fog for you. And here we have the option that is a volumetric fog. Just turn on that. That you can see nice fog, the foggy effect that is going to be added for you. So it's a blueprint that you can actually see here, the light and everything. So if you want to edit and you can modify it, okay. If you want to create your own style of your light or something, you can also create it different blueprinting styles. One is open level blueprint, okay, which is interactable only particular assets in the level that you want to be doing some game mechanics, some interactivities. Then where you can use the open level blueprint, okay. So instead of that, you want to create a kind of sum of assets like it's, lights or the doors or any collectibles or something, okay. So at the time, what you can do, you can create a blueprint class. So let's click over here. So there and here we have the different classes over here again: actor, player, controller, and game mode base, and the actor component and scene component. So here I'm going to be using actor here, VP underscore street light, for example. I want to use to create it. Okay. So let's find here, find the street light here. I'm going to use the same. So here we have the components. There's a viewport, construction script, and event script, event graph. In the event graph, the game mechanic is going to be added. Okay. So it's nothing but it's a game. When the game is started, what is going to be happen for this particular object? That is nothing but the event begin play, and the event tick is nothing but is continuously updation. So you want to add something that you want to be checked every time in the game. So at the time you can use the event tick. After begin overlap is nothing but when the object is overlapped, what is going to be happen. As of now, we are using the viewport with the components over here and the construction script. Here we have the components. Components is nothing but all the predefined one over here, the audio and the Niagara, particles, lights and everything, the Q, sphere and everything over here. If you want to use it, you can use it. So I already selected my street light in the content browser that it is going to be shown over here. So if you're not selecting here anything, okay, so if you go come into over here, add, that it is going to be show the static light. Okay, then it is going to be add the SM light, for example. So it's a kind of empty, there is nothing. Okay, so from here you can used to be add the what is the asset that you want to be added over here simply. Okay, so now what I want to add this one. Let's click over here, that automatically it is going to be changed. I just want to add the another duplicate, for example. Okay, so which I just want to make that two directional light, for example, over here. Okay, it's a kind of street light that I want to be created over here. Okay, so after that I want to add the spotlight. Okay, so just drag it, duplicate it, and just to add this to here. So compile and save. And now let's just to remove this one, library. There you can just see here. So it's all the way how you can still create it. So after that, I want to modify some light properties, for example. So what you do, you just used to be go into your light and you can used to be modify it, right? Isn't it? So instead of that, you can give the kind of flexibility to the designer. So you just go for the construction script and go for the spotlight and drag and drop over here. It's nothing but the reference of your object. Okay, so then what you can do, so what you want to give the access to the designer. So if you select this one, here you can see the all the properties. There's the intensity in the light color, okay, and the units and the cone angle and the cone radius and everything, right? So I want to give the light color, for example, light uh, color, the same name that you can use it over here. So as a property that you have here, same, you just call it, just drag a wire from the your reference or uh, component and call it. So what you want to get the color or you want to set the color, you want to set the new color, right? So that is nothing but set color, so that automatically it is going to be added. Okay, it's already taken here. Okay, so just used to connect this one and compile and save and come into here. What happened to you, this light? Did you see any light over here? No. Let's drag the enter light also over here and drag and drop for this. Sorry, I'll just use this. It's completely dark because we are not given any color for the light. Okay, we have the intensity, but there is no color. It's a black, right? So I just want to edit in my viewport in the details panel instead of going to select these things and editing this. Okay, so for this, what you can use to do, like your material parameters conversion. So here, right click on your light color property over here, right click and promote to variable. So in the material, what you call as a parameter, here it is a variable. It's a complete programming language that you are using here. Okay, in the programming language, everything we call as a variables. Okay, so if you want to store some value, so where you can use the variables. Okay, so promote to variables. Okay, now we have the new light color so that you can see in your variables here. Okay, So you can create the new variables. Okay, we have the different type of the variables. I will tell you what is what in the next. Okay, so as of now, it is going to be converted as a linear color is the type of the variable that is going to be created for you. Okay, so now I want to make it edit. Okay, so here we have the I symbol. Just turn on the I. Is nothing but instance editable here in the details panel. So just on, enable and disable. Okay, let's compile and save. Now you can see the light color now. See here. Now you can use to give the color that you can see. You want to change any of the color that you like, you can use to go for. You understand, guys? Yes. Yeah. So this is all the way how it is going to be works. Okay. Let me make this to be the white. And after that, I want to change the either property, for example. Okay. So what's the property that you want to? For example, outer cone angle. Okay. So let us check it out. Set outer cone angle for this. Okay. Just remove this and connect this. Okay. So now in the previously what you were created, there is a linear color variable. So the green color indicates what type of the value it is. It's a decimal. Okay. So it's nothing but float in the programming language. Okay. So it's a decimal value which is going to be indicated by the green color. So here you can see the float. I want to promote this to the variable is an outer cone angle, and I want to make it this to be editable. And come over here. Did you see the properties added for you all here? No, right? Okay, because we didn't compile here. So just compile and come here. That you can see. So now I just want to make this to the 1000. Okay, so there you can just see that. So you can just be adjusted how much you want to. Okay, it's 90. Okay, it's yeah, it's fine. So, like you can, what is the properties that you want to be add? You can add everything here. Okay. So and the intensity also. So one light that I want to be decrease the intensity, and I want to increase the intensity for the and the light. So you can also use the same. Okay. So is the set intensity for the spotlight, and for this also. Okay. So these are the floats where you can actually see over here. Okay. And promote to variable. So there is a new intensity. Let's compile and save. So it's 0 by default now. So I just want to make this to the default value here, or else you want to make it a little higher, where you can actually change it. Okay, is it clear, guys? Okay, you want to make it separate, then you can uh, duplicate all these three over here. Okay, and new intensity. So I just want to create the new variable for this, or else you just delete this and promote this to the variable. Okay, I just want to light one. Okay, so you just still give the kind of properties separately. Compile and save. Okay, it's just to edit off this. Now you can see the new intensity for the second light. So I want to make this a little dim. Okay, so this is all the way how it is going to be works. So let me duplicate this, and I want to. So this is the way how I just want to. Now I just make this to duplicate another one to rotate it. Okay. So we want to add some buildings. Okay. So let's go into here. So those are the USD files that I'm taken from the file. Okay, so if you want to use the USD, so which is given, it is a single file where you can get all the textures properly and you can use them here. Okay, so just go for the plugin, use USD. So there's a USD importer. Just restore it. Okay, let's go to the street one. Okay, I just used to go for the landscape. Okay, so landscape is nothing but is going to be create a kind of bigger word or something that you want to create. You can use the landscape. Okay, so I'm not using the all the options here. Just create this. Okay, so for this to make a kind of base instead of adding that. So after this, okay, you have the skirt and everything. So by default you have the skirt. Okay, so if you want to skirt it, you can use the skirt. I don't want to skirt right now. You just use it as a base. Let's right click here, use the new folder, buildings. Let's import and begin. So I just used to take the only one building over here. So I don't want the skeleton mesh or room assets. There is nothing. So it is simple. So that you can see it's going to be create a folder for you instead of that. And you have the materials and the static mesh and the textures are separately. It is going to be created for us. Okay. So now I just to drag and make this scale into 100. Okay. So you just need to fix the view that you like. Okay. So or else you just want to make this to be move aside, or you want to add a different structure that you like. Uh, so I just want to add the direction light for this to add the kind of small lighting. Okay. So there you can see the lot of fog over here. Okay. So I make this to the one. Okay, so where we are doing the kind of night lighting. Okay, or point one or something. Okay, so there you can see. Okay, and you can change the light color to the blue, so it's automatically it's going to be created as a kind of night lighting or something that you want to be created out of. Okay, so but this is not the lighting that you are going to the final one. So where what you have to do, you just used to go for the visual effects and go to the post process. Okay, let me delete this and make it infinite extent and used to change the exposure minimum and maximum to 1 and 1 here. So that is your lighting. Okay, and go to your exponential height fog and increase this value. There you can see. Okay, are you getting guys? Okay, so this is the way how you can still create it. So if you want to add some car or something, so just find some car. Okay. So meanwhile, I just want to increase a little brightness for this. Okay, so you want to add some brightness, you can actually add it. So in the sides, I require the kind of phone booth over here. So let's find some phone. Okay, so where we have all these things, and let's take IT project. Okay, so let's drag and drop into the scene. Okay, so that you can see over here, and there's some meshes for the car, and let's add some car over here. I have the scan 3D characters. If you want to add the kind of characters like a still characters on your scene, you can also add them. Okay, something like this, and I just want to add this some of the lights over there, here and there. Okay, let's add some signal point. Okay, so So in here, I just want to add some block, okay, so which is going to be cover the things, okay. So before this, it just used to be create a kind of the view that you want to be showcase, you are seeing that you want to be portrayed, okay. So for that, you can used to be add your bookmarks and everything, and as well as you will create a your sign camera actor, so which is going to be fixed, okay, and you can also use the bookmarks so just used to. So if I go somewhere, if I press 0, that automatically is going to be snaps, right? Okay. So there's a view that I want to be created, for example. Okay. So or else you can actually adjust it later. Okay. Now I want to add some mesh modeling. Let's create a simple box over here. Okay. With a little height, 200. It's huge. Yeah, that's fine for me. Okay, and make this to 20 by 20 or something. Accept. Okay, so I want to make it a little smoother edges for this. Okay, to add. Okay, so let's add something. Cool. What I do, I just used to duplicate this one and scale it. Okay, so but I can't use to seeing my findings. Okay, so let's go to the model. Okay. So you can create a kind of simple structures if you want. You can use to. Okay, so after this, I just want to place it somewhere like this. Okay, I can construct something better. I just used to go for the omelet. Okay. So in the middle of this, I just want to add some staircase. So we just go for the mesh, create, and there's a staircase. Okay. Make it simple. Okay. Okay. So this is the way how you can still create a kind of a different style of the links. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You'll replace these kind of structures. You can also make it add these things. Okay. Simply you can replace it. Okay. So it just used to be add, and you can replace yours. So it's a kind of first you just used to create a kind of blocking, then you can used to replace whatever you wanted. Okay. So just select that and replace it. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Okay, so it's all the way how you can use to do the things. So it's a kind of blocking what you can use to be added. So I don't want to be show it as a kind of empty. Okay, so it just should be add the something that you like. So or else you just add the kind of building sketch fab. So here you can see simply game ready building that you can use to be see over here. You can use to be download whatever you like it, and you can use them in your environment. Okay, so to make it fill the environment, there you can see. Okay, so just go for the download. Okay, sustain volume. Okay, just click on the download. So here are the different style of the assets: USD, GLTF, and GLB. You can use a GLTF, or better, you can go for the USD files where you can properly it is going to be aligned as a separate folders. Okay, so but you must need to be enable those things. Enable the plugin in your Unreal, and just go through the pixel. The construction, roadside construction, you have a kind of nice urban cobblestones and everything. You want to place a kind of scattered uh, stones on the street, download, and you can scramble the other places. Okay, so let's add it. And after that you can all take it all these things and go to college and drag and drop into here, so that you can see. And simply you have the brush over here, and you can usually increase and decrease the size using your open bracket and close bracket. Okay, just click over here, there you can just see that it's going to be placed. So you want to be reduce the density or something, so just select everything here. Okay, so here we have the density, and change the density how much you want to. And you have the scaling also, the small and the bigger sizes that you want, you can also go for it. So zero point 0.1 to 1 you want to, you can see it. Okay, so this is the way how you can simply paint the things. Okay, if you don't want, hold shift and click, it's going to be removed. So add some line. So then we have the all the deadbeats and everything. Just add the kind of all the deadbeats that you like. So just take this one and drop over there, here and there. Okay. So then you can increase, make it 0.01. Okay, or 5. It's fine. Yes. Okay. Okay. So just to share, play some of the kind of random papers and everything on the streets. What you can used to say there. Okay, so the other way how you can is to make it a dirty place and everything. Okay, make it 3 by 3 or something. Yeah, that's better. Just add all the other assets and everything. So before that, I just used to take your character and let's check the size. Okay, so that's all looking good. Just 1 minute. Okay, so what you're looking over here. Okay, so let's make it wider. Okay, so what I do, I just add some trees or something over there and here. So as well as I just used to duplicate. Click, hold Alt and click where you can get the font flag. Okay, so where you can used to be added directly. Okay, change this into the candles. Okay, L, L and click where you can get the point light over there. Okay, so after this, I just want to add some plants. So like a climbers or something. If you want to add it, you can also add those things. Something. You have the different grasses and everything. So if what you like it, you can instantly take it. So let's go for the locals and simply add the things. Okay. And what I want to make this light blinking kind of effect. Okay, so for that we can need to be create a material for that. Let's go to our content. Let's create a material for this and underscore blinking light. So change the domain to the light function. Okay, where we have the only emissive color. Okay, so simply what I'm doing here, I'm taking the time and use the sign. Okay, I'll just use the multiply here. Okay, and here I just used to promote this to the parameter to the 10. It's a night brightness. Okay, and connect this to the emissive now. You see that? You can see the kind of blinking effect now. So you want to be make it a little faster kind of effect. So you just use the fraction. So which is making the points to be the make it rounded off, right? So where you can easily see it. It's a kind of randomness where you can easily see it. Understand? So this is a simple way how you can use to create your material. So I don't want to go for the completely black, right? Before the multiply, where I can use the add here, and so here the brightness is going to be. I just want to make it 0.5. Okay, so it is not going to be the complete black color. Okay, so you want to make it stable, the light color, where you can just do. So make it 0.2 for example. You see that? Okay, so let me check. Just to connect this one and save. Now you can place it over here. Okay, submit and go to your straight. Okay, so search your lights, and here we have the material. Okay, so where it is light function material, just add that. So compile and save. Now you can see it. So instead of that, you want to apply only for one or the two. So just remove this and select the individual object over here. So for example, this is the focusing that I'm here. Okay, so just search your lights over here and apply it for this and this, for example. So it's a kind of the rebels and everything here, and find the finds. So I'm going to find the ground colors. So on top of this, I just want to add this foliage. Okay, so this is to deselect all these things, and go on. So and also you want to add some ground covers or something like a little grassy or something. So let me add the kind of rebels in the other places. Just turn on whatever you want to paint it. Okay, and decrease little more density to the 20 for example. Okay. So you can also add the kind of puddles if you want to. So it just used to be add the kind of decal, just create a kind of decal, and you can place it wherever you want to. Okay, so you can add the kind of patches on the streets and everything. So you can also use to add it off. Okay, can use to go for my exponential high fall. Exponential high fall. I just want to increase a little more. Okay, so I don't want to be see the other next phase here. So there you can use to be added more fog density that you can use to be see the next road. So you can use to be focused over here only. So this is the way how you can simply create a simple environment like a night street view or something. Okay, and the kind of characters. Scan 3D characters. I just used to take the characters. Uh, just used to drag and place it. So if you want to change the animation style, so here we have the animation class, but we are not using the any blueprint. So we have, I just want to use the custom mode, sorry, animation asset. So just add that one, so that you can easily see that the kind of pose that you can easily add it. Simply, you just used to go for. So let's go to your. I just want to see through my sign camera actor and change this into cinematic viewport and go for the there's a view that you can still see that your environment. Okay, so if you want to change it, you can still change how you want to look at it. So after that, you want to be change the kind of little theme, the color of it. You can also so just change the heavy and use the post process now. So here we have the tint where you can still modify if you want, and there's a slope, toe, and shoulder. So just go for some brightness that you want to be added to your environment that it is going to be added. Okay. So and the shoulder, I just want to fill the kind of height also. Let me make this with 0.7. Okay. So if you're not comfortable to do the color correction, you can also take the screenshot and open it in the Photoshop. Okay, so here we have the temperature. So I just want to make it as everything into the green tint or something. So where you can easily change it like a cool look up that you can easily see here. You see that it's a kind of filmy look that is going to be generated for you. Yes. Okay. So here we have the temperature also where you can add a more bluish tint or something or the orange tint where you can easily add from here. Okay. So 6500 is a base where you can easily get it. Okay. And after that we have the saturations in the global. So just you should go for some 1.1. Okay. So you just used to check it out how much contrast for the shadows and everything. You can just to adjust from here. Okay. There's a midtones and highlights. Okay. So just used to check it out how you want to. And in the main globally, there is a global where we have the gain and everything. So if you want to be add any other different saturations or something, where you can actually adjust from here. Any doubts on it so far? Yeah. So this is all about today's one. Just check it out.